So friends, today I'm going to show you how to make methi parathas, methi theplas, methi rotis, whatever name you can give it. And I want to dedicate this recipe to my dear friend Darshana Pandit, who I think by far makes the best methi theplas I've ever eaten. And since knowing her, I don't remember I have ever started my birthday morning without having some of her delicious theplas. So Darshana, thank you so much for sharing this recipe with me, and today I'm going to share it with everybody so everyone can make this theplas in their own kitchen. So for this now, the main ingredients. I have roughly chopped methi leaves. This must be about 2 cups. This is the size of the cup, I think. It must be about 2 cups. And here all the spices are actually as per your taste, okay? So here I have turmeric, 1 teaspoon of turmeric. I have 1.5 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, which is also a little bit on the spicy side. Here I have the ginger garlic paste, which is about 1 tablespoon. Then I have 1 big tablespoon of till, that is the sesame seeds, the white sesame seeds. I just want to let you guys know that I just recently came to know white sesame seeds are very good for our health because it is full of calcium, and it also enhances the flavor in our food. And here I have 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I have 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Now remember, sugar, salt, chili powder is all as per your taste, okay? If somebody in the house doesn't like garlic is option. Garlic is not required at all for these delicious theplas, but if you want, you can add them. I added them because I had the paste ready at home. And again, ginger. If you don't want, if anybody in the house is allergic to ginger, cut it out, okay? And if you don't have it in the house, don't even stress about it, okay? Then here I have got about roughly about 3 cups, this cup, okay? My measuring cup is this, 3 cups of wheat flour, okay? And I have also taken about half a cup of yogurt. Okay, if you don't have yogurt in the house, if you don't like yogurt, you can replace it by lemon juice. Okay, you can just put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. Now I'm going to slowly start incorporating all the dry ingredients, and I'm going to slowly start mixing, and then I will show you how to continue. So you friends, you saw that how I'm incorporating all the dry ingredients with the methi sabji. I've not used oil, I've not used anything. And just one more thing I wanted to add for my friends who are not familiar with Indian cooking. Methi leaves is actually called the fenugreek leaves, okay? This is also the same as the dry kasuri methi, which we use in most of the North Indian dishes. But these methi leaves are easily available in the Indian grocery stores, and they're also called fenugreek leaves, okay? And for some reason, if you don't have methi leaves in the house, don't worry, you can always substitute it with finely chopped spinach, okay? So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to start adding little yogurt to this mix, okay? And at this stage, do not add any water. We have to first mix the yogurt with this dry ingredients and see how much water will actually need it, okay? So I'm going to use all this half a cup of yogurt, and then once I mix it with the yogurt, I will tell you how much water we'll have to use for this, or what should be the consistency of the dough. So friends, how I made this dough, and I taken just 1 cup of the water, and see, so much water is remaining now. So very little water, just maybe 1 tablespoon at a time, I added to the dough to make this, so that the dough can come to this consistency. If somebody wants to use only yogurt instead of water, you are free to do that. But the reason I don't use all yogurt is sometimes what happens is with the yogurt, if little bit also it gets more, if you add more yogurt, then you may not get this consistency of the dough. Now this dough is exactly like the puri or the paratha dough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take little bit of oil, maybe just half a teaspoon of oil in my hand, and just make sure that I rub this whole dough with this oil, and I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to allow it to rest at least for 1 hour. But if you're in a hurry, you can always allow it to rest for 15 minutes, and then you can start making the theplas or the parathas. So I'm going to keep the pan, the skillet is very hot, okay? Keep it on full. And here you saw, guys, the texture of the dough after resting it for about 2 hours, I think. Yeah, I rested it for 2 hours. See the dough. You could have just what you should do is just oil your hand a little bit and nicely. If you want, you can add a little bit of dry flour. If it has become a little loose, and then just make sure that the consistency of the dough is like this. And I'm also showed you the 2 small ones. The key is that we have to make the theplas very thin. Okay, don't make thick theplas. I've rolled 2 just to show you all. And this is how I'm going to be frying it. If you want to fry them with very little oil, you can go ahead and do that, okay? The key is the flame should be on high so that you should just do it very, very quickly. And for beginners, I will advise that just roll few of them and keep it ready and then start frying them, okay? So this is how we're going to go and keep it. I'm going to make a second one for you guys. These theplas can be enjoyed with tea, coffee, milk, however you want. Because it is so well spiced, you don't even need a sabji or a vegetable to go with it. Again guys, methi is in the United States, we always don't get good methi, but we do get frozen methi. So if anybody has a question that whether we can use frozen methi, sure, you can definitely use frozen methi also. Because I know some of the deep brands of frozen methi is very good. So you can get some frozen methi, just microwave it, thaw it, and then you can exactly follow all the steps what I showed you for making the dough. Okay guys, this is the methi theplas, okay? Enjoy them, make them and enjoy them. So one important tip I want to give all of you, when you're frying these methi parathas on the tawa, make sure that the ends have to be oiled well, okay? Because if you put oil nicely on the corners or the ends, then this will prevent your methi thepla from getting dry, okay? And everything else is the same. Only thing, make sure that you start by putting oil on the corners of the rotis.